Hey y'all, hey, good morning. This is your coach Tonetta. This is my first car chronicle. I'm actually, I bought a, what is it called? A cell phone holder, actually from Five Below. And I put it here in the car, as you all can see. It's moving and bouncing. I'm hoping that it's going to be okay. This is my first time using anything like this, or even trying to actually record in the car. I guess I put it that way. I just hope that things go well. We'll see. I'll check this out a little bit. We'll check out this video, the replay a little bit later on to make sure it's okay to use. Because I know I'm actually driving to work, and I know that it may be kind of the Wi-Fi may be jumpy. Not what the Wi-Fi, but the whatever you want to call it. The Wi-Fi, the internet service, whatever, on the way there may be kind of jumpy and crazy and that kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. But like I said, good morning. This is your life coach, Tonetta. I hope y'all are doing well. Like I said, I'm actually driving to work this morning. I have maybe like 30 minutes, I guess, of drive, something like that. I don't know. Maybe like 30 minutes of driving. So getting myself on the road now. I just wanted to kind of reiterate, I guess just talk about again, just a little bit about, I don't know if you all got a chance to check out the video I did Sunday, the workshop Sunday about the connection and relationships and things like that. I'm trying to drive y'all and talk too. But the connection and relationships and things like that, how the connection, the emotional connection was utmost important for your relationship in order for it to thrive. I just want to make sure that y'all, of course, understand that, because I know I share some of my story as well. And I want to share a little bit more of that this morning, just to let you all know that I'm learning this lesson. Of course, like I said, everything that we learn, everything that I learned, of course, is the same thing that you all are learning as well. I may be just a few steps ahead of you all. But like I said, I'm definitely learning the same lessons, or have learned, or still working on, which most of us are, if you're being honest with yourself on your journey and that kind of thing. Just everybody's a work in progress, I put it that way. So, but like I said, definitely I just want to reiterate that, just to make sure that y'all understood how important that is. Because I know sometimes we get into relationships, or we like him, we like her, or whoever it is that you're trying to get into a relationship with. And of course, it's most of the time, well, I ain't gonna say most, for some people it's superficial. It's, I like the car he or she is driving, or he or she has a nice house, a place I can stay in, or he or she has this or that, whatever it is you don't have that they have that you want. And like I said, that's why to me those kind of things are superficial. And when you're looking at relationships, starting a relationship that way, talking about, that's why you're getting with this person because they have a nice car, a nice house, or they look good, their bodies look nice, or they make enough money, or whatever it is, whatever kind of things you have on the list that you have for the partner that you want. Like I said, a lot of times those type of relationships don't get the deep conversation that a lot of people want when it comes to the intimacy and the romance and trying to get to know your partner. Like I said, starting the relationship off that way, because I started a relationship off that way. It wasn't because of money or anything else. I'm not a person who really values money and things like that, but I value the character, the relationship, and those types of things. And what and of course, I have a mothering spirit, I guess, from what I'm told. So want to take care of everybody, do all these things and all that kind of stuff. But the last guy, not this guy that I'm with now, we have an awesome relationship actually. And like I said, I'll get more into that with you as time goes on. But the relationship before this, I was in a relationship for 7.5 years, and I got with that person. Of course, I mean, yes, I did love him to a certain extent. Yes, I did. I cannot say I didn't love him. I love everybody. I mean, I did love him. But in my mind, I'm thinking that I can change the way that he was. I guess I put it that way. After I figured out and found out what type of person he was, I guess I put it that way. I felt sorry if the first thing that I knew that I shouldn't have done, but I did anyway. Of course, we were talking about moving in together, that kind of thing, and trying to build a life together, like all other relationships. So of course, he was staying with some friends and that kind of thing, and they were sharing an apartment, and I had my own apartment at that time. And of course, me feeling sorry, he needs to have a more stable place and this kind of thing, feeling sorry for his living arrangements. Of course, like I said, that was my fault. I guess I put it that way. And starting the relationship off in that type of manner, I didn't tell him that. I'm sure if he looks at this, I think he's on this page. I don't really know. I think we may have had that conversation actually after we broke up. I think we may have. I don't know. I can't remember. Y'all, with so many things going on. But I want to say that I did let him know this as well. But like I said, starting the relationship off like that, and feeling sorry for somebody, thinking I can change somebody, that got me nowhere. 7.5 years, of course, the first maybe 6 months to a year wasn't too bad, I guess I put it that way. Even though I saw, of course, behaviors coming out, that kind of thing, that he was unwilling to change, and that was accusing me of different things that I wasn't even doing. I mean, I never cheated on anybody in my life. And I'm like, okay, I'm being called a cheater and all these types of things, and I'm just like, what in the world? And I know now those were just his insecurities and how he deals with things, and the things that he hadn't healed, I guess I put it that way, the things that were triggering him that he still needed to work on, that I tried to, of course, force that change within him. I was changing, trying to get myself together, learn who Tonetta was before I was your coach Tonetta, that kind of thing. And of course, like I said, me trying to force those things upon him, like I said, that did not work. Feeling sorry for one, that he didn't have a place, well, he had a place to stay, actually. It just wasn't a place that I thought was conducive to what he was talking about, as far as his trying to do sing songs and do all these things, or whatever the business that he wanted to do. But like I said, I started that relationship off that way, and like I said, that was something that I had to learn, that, and I see in my marriage too. When I started my marriage off, that person kept asking me to marry him. I kept saying no. I didn't, because of course marriage wasn't anything that I really cared about. I'd never seen a healthy relationship or a healthy marriage ever in all of my life. So I'm like, what's the point of getting married? There's no point. It's just a piece of paper. I still kind of think sometimes, I can't say I feel that way 100% now. Sometimes I resort back to that because that's what I grew up in, that's what I knew growing up, and that's the environment I was in, I guess I put it that way. But of course, with that marriage, I had to realize that I was the one that, of course, since I was talking about I don't want to get married and this kind of thing, we could just stay together, live together, blah, blah. And I was the one who relaxed my boundaries. Like I said, everything that I teach you all is coming from, for me, a place of love, for one, and for two, a place of teaching you all my lessons that I've learned. I had to learn that going back on what I've said and those kind of things, and not getting with somebody for me for the right reason was not the best thing to do. I see that now. I guess I put it that way. I kind of saw that back then, but like I said, I definitely see that now. Come on, person. If you're going. I don't know if they're going or what. They don't want, oh, well, okay. Oh, no, okay. But like I said, trying to, of course, do all those things that I knew that I shouldn't have relaxed my boundaries. And I knew in the back of my mind that I couldn't change anybody either. I felt the same way, well, not that I felt the same way, but I kind of thought some of the similar things in my first marriage as well, with the only marriage I've had. Trying to, of course, help this person to be a better person and these kind of things. And like I said, I had to realize that no matter what I did, no matter what I said, no matter what I provided this person with, if that person wasn't wanting to, of course, take those seeds and cultivate them to create a better life for themselves, there was nothing that I could do with that. And like I said, I had to realize that, and I had to learn that, and I knew that. But I didn't know it back then, but I knew that our relationship was a bunch of arguments. It was arguing all the time. It was chaos all the time. Both of them, actually. Chaos all the time. No trust was there. No support. Well, there was some support there, but it wasn't 100%. I couldn't say it was even 50% in either one of them as long-term relationships. Yes, I've had other relationships. They didn't really matter as much, but I'm just speaking about the long-term ones I've had. And there was, like I said, there was no trust there. There was no security there at all. There was no me knowing and feeling safe that this person could, of course, if something would have happened to me, that this person could, of course, take care of me. There was none of those things that when it comes to an emotional connection. Those are the things that come when you, of course, like I said, I started those relationships off. Or we, I guess, at least I'll take responsibility for my own actions. So I would say I started the relationship off in the wrong manner. I guess I put it that way, as I see now. But like I said, definitely that was something that I had to learn. And I'm telling you all that this morning too. I know that sometimes, of course, a lot of these things is not our fault. A lot of things that happen, we cannot control of the people. And this phone just keeps bouncing and keeps bouncing. But y'all see me, y'all heard me, y'all heard the message. But like I said, we cannot control other people. And knowing that, I knew that, I mean, I've been knowing that actually, but like I said, when it came to romantic relationships, I just thought that since we're in the same household, maybe some of the things I'm doing could rub off on them. And that has not been the case. Not even with my current partner. He knows what his goals are. He knows what he wants to do with his life. Of course, we've talked about it. We've shared all types of things about it. I've shared mine, whatever I'm trying to do, this kind of thing too. And we had to come to a happy medium, I guess I put it that way. But like I said, definitely in the relationships that I was in the past, I see now that all the things that, the way we started those relationships off, me going back on my word, getting married anyway against everything that I thought and believed in and valued back in the day. And then that came to, of course, a divorce. Of course, years later, I was cheated on. He had several kids. I found out at the time, so I ended up leaving him. But the guy, but the relationship before this, I had to end that relationship. I was not happy in that relationship. I haven't been happy for years. We were together almost well, actually, it was almost 8 years. It was like between 7.5, 8 years that we were actually together. And knowing that I wasn't happy for probably about 7 of those years, I had to end that relationship. And maybe I need to do, if you all need some information or a course or ebook or that kind of thing, something on breaking up with somebody, I guess I put it that way, the breakup, how to, of course, work through that, how to, of course, heal from that trauma, because that is a trauma. But like I said, definitely if you need something like that, because I know a few others have reached out to me, but that was in the past. But like I said, I did not create anything back then. But if y'all need that now, please do let me know down in the comments, so we can definitely talk about that. But like I said, just knowing that I had to end that because I wasn't happy, and he wasn't happy. It very much showed he wasn't happy with me anyway, I guess, to put it that way. I discussed him every single day, the way he looked on his face and the looks he had and the looks he gave me. He wasn't a happy person at all. And like I said, I could not deal with that because I'm the kind of person who, regardless of the situation, yes, I may get depressed, and I have been depressed at times. I've been actually suicidal at times, not wanting to be here anymore because of the situations that were going on. But 95% of the time, I'm a happy-go-lucky, want to talk to everybody, gregarious person. I guess you want to call it extrovert, whatever you want to call it. And he was the total opposite. It seemed like he had no kind of social skills. At least that's what he exhibited to me, I guess, into those who loved me. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, I definitely had to end that. And like I said, I had to I realized now, like I said, that emotional connection was not there in any of those relationships. Not just the long-term ones, but the ones I've had, just short-term, few months, a year, that kind of thing. There was no emotional connection there because of the way those relationships started off. And I know y'all probably talking about started off, how you started off in the dating process. When you're starting off a relationship, you're getting to know that person. And if that person has no, does not gel well with the things that you believe in, your values, your beliefs, the way that you feel about relationships, and what kind of route you want to go on, I guess I put it that way, in your future, then that's a decision you have to make to either end that thing right then and there when you find those things out, or continue on with that relationship and see where it's going to go, knowing that you cannot change anybody, knowing that you cannot force your ideals upon anybody because it's going to create havoc and chaos the whole time. That's what I mean. And like I said, dating and those kind of things, you have to understand. I know I understand that now. That if that relationship starts off the wrong way and you don't have the right, whatever your expectations are for your relationships, I'm saying for me, because this has been my experience, so I'm starting a relationship not off the wrong way to me. My expectations were wrong and that kind of thing for what I wanted to see, all that type of thing. And like I said, you have to realize what those things are for you. I have no idea what they are for you. But like I said, you have to realize what those things are for you. And if you don't know, you need some need somebody to help pull those out in you. That's why I'm here as a relationship coach. I do individual sessions. I'm sorry, Lord have mercy. I do have one-on-one coaching. I put it that way. I'm trying to focus on driving too, y'all, but I have one-on-one coaching too. So if you need that kind of assistance, make sure that you're, of course, DMing me to go ahead and get the process started. But because I know some folks, of course, may not be able to pull those things out of themselves as easy as I can. I've learned to do that over the years, so I can, of course, teach that to you too. And that's one of the things that I, of course, teach in my and talk about and bring up, I guess I put it that way, in my one-on-one coaching. So like I said, that was definitely something that I had to learn and to realize that as I look back on those relationships, they all failed. Whether it was on my part or on my partner's part. But it's traffic out here this morning, y'all. But like I said, I had to realize, and as I look back on it, those lessons that God was teaching me was all about the emotional connection. That's why I was harping so much on and talking about it so much on Sunday on that workshop, just to give you all some, of course, some insights, some benefits of the emotional connection, and of course how to recreate one and how to build it inside your relationship. I had no idea how to build it back then. Excuse me, but I know now. I can tell y'all that now, but like I said back then, I had no idea what the words emotional connection even went together. I had no idea. And like I said, nobody ever taught me those things. I had to learn it through trial and error. But like I said, that was something I had to learn in order to, of course, teach you all when it comes to relationships and stuff like that. Because I know how important it is. Like I said, those relationships did not have the emotional connection that I have now with my current partner. And I know that's where a lot of you all are trying to get to, as far as having the love that you want. I may need to get off this highway, because it's like packed, y'all. I'll just get off at the exit and drive down. But like I said, I know that's where a lot of y'all are trying to get to, is having that emotional connection that creates that healthy relationship that you all can thrive in, can survive in, can grow together in, and to, of course, create that legacy with. And that person that's a support system for you. That's what I've always craved as well. I have that now, but back in any of the relationships I had in the past, I did not have that at all. That's how I know how important that emotional connection is. It's very important for your well-being and their well-being as well. And if you have any kids in the household, it's important for their well-being to, of course, see y'all happy. It's important for them as well. Just keep that in mind. Luckily, we didn't have any kids in the past. I don't have any biological kids of my own. I'm a godmom and I'm a stepmom at this time. But I don't have any biological of my own. It was something I actually never wanted. Because I'll tell y'all that story another time. But that was something that I never wanted, I guess I put it that way. And that was by choice, actually. But like I said, there was no kids in the household that we had. So, of course, all the arguing, all the stuff that was going on, fighting, bickering back and forth, all that kind of stuff, nobody else saw that unless it was friends over at the time, which that had happened in the past. Friends were there, we're arguing in front of the family, this kind of thing, just craziness. Like I said, it was never a cohesive relationship at all. And I know that's what emotional connection can bring you all. I know that's what you want. A lot of you all out there listening probably want just a healthy relationship, period. I guess I put it that way. Because like me, like I said, I've always been in relationships where it was just a bunch of chaos. There was no support. There was no me feeling safe in that relationship. So I'm, of course, having to protect myself, bringing out all that masculine energy to, of course, make sure that I'm the one doing everything. And I know that some of you all can relate to that. You're the one doing everything. You're the one who, of course, paying the bills. You're the one trying to take care of the household. You're the one trying to keep things clean. You're the one trying to make sure that you're safe in that household as well. When your male counterpart or your other counterpart is lacking in that area. I guess I definitely know how that feels. All the masculine energy that I'm now trying to, of course, work through to get back to my feminine side, and my feminine energy and that kind of thing, to be the receiver, to be the giver, and to be all those types of things, and to be, of course, the support system, and to help you grow and that kind of thing. Like I said, I'm learning how to do that at this time. I guess I put it that way. And I know, like I said, from all those years of conditioning, to not saying that I'm a male, no, I'm not a male. I am a natural born female, but what I'm talking about is the energy that you have behind the things that you do. There's always a yin and a yang, a feminine and a male, and a masculine energy to everything that you do. Whether it's business, whether it's life, whether it's relationships, no matter what it is that you're doing. And I know that I'm working more in my masculine than in my feminine. Like I said, I'm learning that aspect of me as well. And of course, I'll teach it to you all at some point too. But because I know there's others out there who are needing to know that as well. Because I've talked to some of you, so I know. But like I said, that's definitely something that, like I said, once you're conditioned in that manner, and you go through your relationships that way, and you're meeting other males, I guess especially if you're a woman, you're meeting other men to, of course, want to date and that kind of thing. I know this for a fact, that if you're throwing out too much male energy, being just like them, being their male counterpart or being their home girl, this kind of thing, they're not going to want to get with you at all, unless it's just for sex. That's about it. Like I said, I learned that one the hard way. I guess I put it that way. I know that now. And like I said, that's definitely something that when it comes to that emotional connection, those two energies, they have to gel, they have to merge somewhere in the middle. I guess I put it that way. between you and your partner. Like I said, that was something I had to learn as well. I'm still learning, actually. The guy that I'm with now, he, of course, is more the masculine, that kind of thing. Want to take care of the household, want to make sure everything is done. And this, of course, I'm still, we share dishes and chores and all that type of stuff, cooking and all that. But I can tell that there is security there. There's a trust bond there, I guess I put it that way. And there's, of course, a support system there as well that I didn't have in the past. And like I said, he and I was having this conversation on this past Friday. Like I was letting him know, those were the things that was missing in my past relationships. And that's why I can, of course, I know people have a problem with the word submit and that kind of thing, but that's why I allow him, unless you want to use the word allow, whichever word you want to use, allow him to lead the household in that manner. I trust that he's going to do so. In the past, I could not trust that those people would do any damn thing. And I know people have, like I said, a problem with the word submit. It's the same thing as meaning the word allow. It's the same exact thing. Allowing somebody to lead the household is the same exact word. So some people, I don't know why people have issues with that. It's just a word that you can use. But I'll just say allow to let y'all understand that better. So there won't be any issue there. Some people, I'm sure, it'll be an issue, but whatever. But like I said, definitely, I can allow him to, of course, lead the household. I feel comfortable with him doing so. Like I said, that's the conversation we was having this past Friday. We always have deep conversations. That was something that I've always wanted to have with the partners that I had in the past. I never had that because they were not built in that manner. They're built on me trying to change somebody or somebody trying to change me. Somebody trying to get over on me. I wasn't trying to get over on anybody else. I'm a person that, of course, loves everybody for who they are. Of course, yes, I would attempt to change. I guess I put it that way. Now I know that's not the right thing to do. But like I said, there was all types of things that were missing out those relationships. Me going back on my word and not sticking to the boundaries that I had, that I knew I should have had. Something kept telling me, do not marry this person. I did it anyway. I'm sure that was God. Even though I said I was an atheist and didn't believe in God, I knew that force within me telling me that was God. I'm sure that. And that force has always been there. But like I said, I didn't listen. I know I did a video a few weeks ago talking about our intuition. Intuition, oh my goodness. Intuition is something else. I can't think of the word I use, y'all. I can't think of it right now. I'm sure it'll come. But talking about the intuition and how to, of course, recognize when something is not for you. Like I said, and discernment. That's what the word was, discernment. Intuition and discernment. I did that about 2 weeks ago, I think. And like I said, that's greatly important when you look at these relationships, y'all. Something will tell you, you will know whether you are on the right track or not on the right track. Something, that voice inside of you that's telling you, don't do this, you shouldn't do that, but you don't listen to it, because I know I've not listened to it many times. That's that voice of discernment and reasoning and intuition. The Holy Spirit, to me, God, the Holy Spirit, whoever you call your God, your higher power, that's who that is trying to speak to you and tell you what's going on, tell you how to move. I did not listen to that voice. Well, sometimes I did, actually. I can't say it was 100% of the time. At least maybe 60% of the time, I did not listen. And the times I did not listen got me to some crazy, ignorant situations that I shouldn't even been in. And I know that if I would have listened, I wouldn't even been in them situations. And yeah, just to let you all know, I'm probably like 5 to 7 minutes away from Walmart, because I'm trying to get to Walmart this morning too. But I did want to do this first car chronicle with y'all. Like I said, this is my first time using my little cell phone holder and that kind of thing. So I want to make sure that I did that this morning with you all, because I'm trying to make this consistent to do it in my car, because I have so much of a long drive now to get back and forth to work. So I might as well do a video is what I'm thinking. So instead of wasting that time listening to the radio or music or something else, I can spend that time teaching you all something, or just telling you about my day, tell you about the journey I've been on, I guess I put it that way, if that's all that you all hear. But like I said, I do have a few minutes, about 5-7 more minutes before I get to Walmart, because I'm trying to go get a few items before I get to work this morning. So I actually have a preventative testing Thursday, called a colonoscopy, and I have to go up under anesthesia for a few hours on Thursday morning. So I gotta cleanse my body out starting tomorrow. Can't eat. The only thing I can have is like clear liquids, that kind of thing. So I gotta go buy some apple juice and possibly some popsicles. It just depends on what kind of popsicles they are, I guess. And some Pedialyte, so I won't get dehydrated or anything. because I have to drink a solution that's going to cleanse my body out. So don't know if y'all want to know that, but like I said, I'm very open, honest, and transparent. Y'all gonna know it anyway. I put it that way. I'm always telling everything. So there's nothing that we all don't do, I guess, as we live our lives anyway. We all use bathrooms. Some people have cleanses and do all this stuff. Like I said, this is definitely for a procedure to prevent, to make, so I'm 45 now. I didn't know I had to have it at 45. But my doctor said yes, so I have to have it. So, like I said, it's preventative medicine. Our health is our wealth, y'all. I can't be on here telling y'all about doing this and doing that when I'm not taking care of my own health. Like I said, that's something that I have to do. Make sure that I'm healthy. Make sure there's no cancers or no anything else going on within my body. So I can continue to of course, teach y'all, be there for y'all, and to, of course, service you all. And service the rest of the world, whoever needs to hear my voice, too. I know I'm not for everybody. So I used to say, I'm everybody's coach. And no, I'm not everybody's coach, actually. I know I'm not for everybody. I can tell you that. So the people who know my voice, who need my voice, who can gel with what I'm talking about, they're the ones who need me. And who need that, who need the transformation that they see in me in order for them to, of course, transform and to change their lives as well. I know that. So I had to find certain voices. I don't care about how the person looks. To me, it was the message that they were putting out. Like I said, I'm definitely not for everybody. But like I said, for those who I am for, if you're needing one-on-one coaching, I am a full-time social worker as well. That's why I've been in the coaching space, because I've been doing this social work for 20 plus years, working with families, children, and youth. This is actually my background. So, like I said, for those who, of course, it's not just started a few years ago. I may have opened up the coaching business a few years ago, but yes, I'm a social worker by trade, by degree. And this is what I've been doing since 1998, 99. Well, my practicum was in 98, so I guess 99 officially as an employee in the world of social work. But like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. So if you need one-on-one coaching, I do have a few spots available. I can't have 15, 20 spots at all because I'm working full time. So I still have to have time to, of course, create videos, to create courses, to create programs for you all, and to, of course, work and get my rest and my relaxation and get my creativity on with baking as well. Because I love to bake, y'all. And I talked to y'all about, because some of these segments are going to be talking about how baking helped me heal too. And I'm actually pulling up at Walmart, y'all, because I got to speed when I get up in here. I got like 10 minutes to get to work. I got to get my stuff, y'all. Jesus Christ. I didn't know it was going to take this long on the highway this morning. I'm not used to this, y'all, with this traffic in the morning. I didn't have to have traffic in the morning at my other job, y'all. I mean, at the other location. All I had to do was just go down the street like 5 minutes. I was at work. Now, this is like a lot of doggone traffic, y'all. I'm not used to this. I hate traffic. I can tell y'all that right now. I hate traffic. I hate traffic. I hate traffic. I'm sure a lot of folks do too. But y'all got to get this video cut off. So I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. This is your Certified Life Coach, Tonetta. I'm here to, of course, help you think bigger, but to inspire you to think bigger and to empower you to be who you are. So with that, I want to say thank y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this first Car Chronicles. Take care, y'all. I'm heading to Walmart. See y'all later on.